Hello everyone, a very good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and I hope you all are absolutely fine. I am Sandeep Bhatt and we are here for discussion on how to become a good cost auditor. In this video, we are going to discuss on historical background and relevance of cost auditing in India. In this video, we will talk about history of cost accounting, history of cost auditing, about CM Institute, about cost auditing rules, and in last, we will also talk about benefits of cost records and auditing in India. So guys, let's transform us from an ordinary person to extraordinary person in cost accounting and auditing matters. The Institute of Cost and Works Accountant of India was set up in 1944 and the Institute of Cost and Works Accountant of India was incorporated by the Act of Parliament in 1959. And this was the beginning of cost accounting in the country. In year 2012, dated 12th January, the name of our institute has changed to the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. By the Act of Parliament, the initial objective of CMA Institute was promoting, regulating and developing the profession of cost accountancy in the country. Cost accounting was first introduced in India in the defense undertaking in 1920 and around 1920 to 1930 government gives contract to large number of organizations to operate in India on cost plus method and government started verifying and investigating the cost structure of such organizations. So basically lots of concessions and facilities were given by Government of India to these organizations to establish undertaking for production of common goods and services which were essential. Government also gives some other benefits like power at concessional rate, financial helps provided by banks, transport facilities and many more. After providing this type of benefits to the organizations, Government of India was very curious to know whether the consumers are getting benefit of this or not. To review this, government introduced a section 209 subsection 1 clause D in Companies Act 1956 for maintenance of cost records. After few years in 1965, Companies Act 1956 was amended and incorporated provisions relating to maintenance of cost accounting records and cost audit. These amendments were made on the basis of recommendations received from Vivian, Bose Commission, Datta Commission and Shastri Committee. These committees are father of cost auditing in India. On suggestion of these, Government of India has inserted sections regarding cost records and cost audit in Companies Act. After all these discussions and recommendations, following rules comes in picture. Cost Audit Report Rules 1968. These rules were superseded by the Companies Audit Report Rules 1996 and then Cost Audit Report Rules 2001. And in 2008, expert group was set up by Government of India to study the existing cost audit framework in India. After 1 year in 2009, expert group submit their report to the central government and highlights the loopholes and also provides suggestions for cost auditing framework followed in India. Finally, after 2 years, MCA issued new cost audit report rules 2011 where they have set up the limit of turnover and net worth for cost audit and also added provision of compliance certificate. Finally, after 3 years, these rules superseded by the company's cost records and audit rules 2014 which we are using as of now. Between 2015 to till date, there are new amendments released in companies cost records and audit rules 2014. We will talk about these rules in details in next videos. First, let's talk about what is the purpose of cost audit and why we are using cost auditing in India. To verify the arithmetical accuracy of cost transactions recorded in the books. To ensure that the books of cost accounts have been properly maintained according to the principle and practices of costing methodology employed in such industry and as per cost accounting standards. To verify that cost statements were properly drawn as per the records and that they reveal a true and fair view of the cost of production and sales. To verify that whether the cost accounting procedures prescribed by the management have been adhered to or not. To detect any error or fraud which might have been committed intentionally or otherwise. To ascertain the abnormal losses or gains together with their causes. to determine proper value of inventories of raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. So we have these are the few points that why we are using cost auditing in India. Now let's talk about relevance of cost auditing in India. In the initial years, cost audit was taken to be a tool for price mechanism for core industries like cement, sugar, textile, and consumer industry. The objective was to provide the government an authentic data to regulate the demand and supply in the country by price mechanism. In simple words, they need authentic data source of cost of production, costing methodology to take the necessary action on various policies. Finally, Government of India has introduced a new concept of cost records and certification of these records so that they can use this verified data for various purposes. Cost accounting and cost audit are necessary for efficient resource utilization as well as for monitoring and improving the efficiency of organization, leading to overall productivity and profitability measurement in the best interest of consumers, investors, workers, industry, and of the general public. Cost audit is based on economic principle that resources should flow into the most remunerative channels. It ensures that every rupee invested in capital gives the optimum returns and the planning of investment between different functions and aspects is designed to give optimum result. Cost audit measures the parameters indicating the effective efficiency in the utilization of financial, physical, human resources, etc. Cost audit is not a routine exercise on verification or attestation of cost records and other related information. Cost audit brings out the weakness in the internal working of a company and surface it out for the benefit of the top management and to other agencies for necessary action. In nutshell, cost audit covers efficiency, performance, and propriety. So we have grouped relevance of cost records and auditing in five main categories and parts, which is management and industry, to trade remedial measures, competition law, transfer pricing or related party transactions, and government policies. So let's discuss these relevance of cost audit and how it helps to the respective department or government or organizations in India. First one is management or industry. Reliable and authentic data, cost records and cost audit reports verified by the cost auditor gives reliable and authentic data to the management so that they can make effective business decisions. Next is segment wise performance. Cost records and cost audit makes easy the allocation of common cost among different businesses and product segments so that organization can review the segment wise performance of the businesses or product segment with available reliable authentic and verified data. Various analysis, cost records and cost audit report can be used for different type of cost and performance analysis like product wise, business wise, and unit wise. Errors in costing principles and techniques followed by the organization. Cost records and auditing helps the cost auditor and management to find out the loopholes or limitations of the cost accounting principles and techniques followed by the organization and suggest the best and revised SOP for cost accounting principles and techniques to be followed. Next relevance is opportunities and threats. Analysis of the data available in cost accounting records helps management to understand the trend of sales realization, behavior of cost, which helps management to understand the opportunities and threats to the business and to decide whether to continue production of continuous loss making products, revival of business, and overall sustainability of business. Next point is preventing inventory manipulation. Cost accounting provides cost information for valuation of inventory based on cost records maintained for each product or services and gives no leverage to the management in manipulating stock valuation. The cost audit report also requires the cost auditor to report undervaluation, overvaluation of opening closing stock in the financial accounts and also to give reconciliation of profits between financial and cost accounts. Next category is trade remedial measures. At the WTO, World Trade Organization level, there are three main agreements that deal specifically with the application of trade measures to remedy harm that may result from international trade. Trade remedies in general are trade policy tools that allow government to take remedial action against imports of certain products which cause serious injury to the domestic industry in an importing country. Like we always say, China dumped their material in India, and to overcome from this situation, which is harmful for our economy, India has added taxes, duties on different items which we are importing from China. There are three types of trade defense instruments available to WTO member, and those are anti-dumping, countervailing, anti-subsidy, and safeguard measures. To take action against this type of imports which harm the domestic industry of India, Government of India need authentic and verified cause data to see the injury to the domestic industry. In order to streamline the trade remedial measures investigation process, the DGAT, which is Director General of Anti-Dumping and Allied Duties, on 1st Feb 2018 has revised the format of anti-dumping costing data, and these documents require signature of cost accountant, so that government can use this verified signed information to take the decision on duty metrics, like how much injury these imports are making to domestic industries. And based on costing of products and import price analysis, Government of India decide the quantum of these duties on import of specific product. Trade remedial measures is an important and valuable part for cost accountants where we can work. As in India, very few percentage of consultants are there who provide consultancy on trade remedial measures to the organizations. Next segment is competition law. As per provisions of competition law, fixing of lower selling price from cost to eliminate competition should be penalized. For this authentication or verification, government or statutory bodies require reliable and authentic cost data of the products marketed by industries and business houses to determine normative pricing. If cost data will not be available, then organization or government or statutory bodies cannot compare the selling prices with the costing of the product or services. Next segment is transfer pricing or related party transactions. Cost audit facilitates cost information required for transfer pricing, inter-unit transfers, and transfers amongst the related parties. The information in respect of international as well as for domestic transfer pricing can be derived from cost records and audit report. Last segment is helps to the government in policy making. Cost data enables government in policy making, like free trade agreements which require analysis of cost data for each product for favorable negotiation. Anti-dumping, which is based on verification of cost data of the industry, subsidies to industries, transfer pricing, pricing of scarce resources, and the like. The cost audit also helps the government in working out concessional rates of utilities like power, water, loans at concessional rates, and concessions in taxes, in addition to outright subsidies. So these were a few benefits and relevance of cost records and auditing which we have discussed. We hope after watching this video, every CMA students and qualified CMA will be aware of benefits of cost records and auditing information. In next video, we will talk about cost records and audit report rules 2014. If you have any query or doubt, comment below in the comment box or join us on following social media channels for quick replies over your questions. So CMA students and member, that's it in this video. Thank you and have a nice day. We will see you in next video.